Why don't you tell us a little bit about what Meta is doing with AV1?
At Meta, we started pushing AV1 in VOD on Reels since 2021, 2022 timeframe. Our first, tech engineering tech blog is out there, so you could see the difference between that one and the most recent one. And we started with iOS, where we pushed AV1 decoding in software at the time with an awesome open source library called libdavid or DAV1D, and using the SVT-AV1 open source encoder on the software side. We deployed what's AV1 and what we refer to as our premium encoding. And so basically to make that clear, so videos that get uploaded to Meta, depending on their viewership, if it's uploaded only if it's viewed only by a small number of viewers, then they get the basic encoding because their cost of distribution is not too high. If they're viewed by so many, like maybe thousands or millions of people, then they get what's called a premium encoding, where we maintain a good quality and reduce the bitrate so that we get a much better, much faster distribution. And AV1 is done on the latter piece, and it's basically done in software. What we're seeing out of AV1 is pretty awesome. So initially, we pushed AV1 as a quality boosting tool, and we quickly found out that it really depends on the user's needs. So some of our users like quality and appreciate quality more, especially in North America with the high-end phones and things like that. Some others need video when they cannot see video, and so they appreciate that bitrate reduction so that they can literally get the video, especially with the very low bandwidth networks. And the rest is kind of somewhere in between. So we don't really have a flat number on bitrate savings because it's tuned differently for different apps, different surfaces, different regions, depending on the needs of the users for those regions. But our blog showed that we saw in some content, when you use the AV1 screen sharing tool, you can go up to maybe even 60% on top of even VP9 in that space. And so very great results. And nowadays, happy to say that AV1 covers about 70% of all of Meta's watch, which means that, you know, doing simple math, if we have about 3 billion users, every daily active user watches 1 minute of video per day, that's 70% of 3 billion minutes of video, basically.
Okay. Is that still Reels or is that the entire catalog of
No,
Meta?
yeah, it's pretty much everything now. So Reels, stories, feed, every on the video on demand space, basically, mostly.
What about live video? What's your take on when that will happen?
Right. So um, I don't really have a line of sight for live per se as the kind of broadcasting live or the sports live, but we're going all the way the other end right now with video calling, and we're seeing great results for AV1 on video calling as well. So today with Messenger, you're probably using AV1 in some space or the other, especially with its screen sharing tools and lower bitrate. It allows calls to be much smoother, less freezes, less jitters, longer calls. So all of those are benefits that we are seeing, and hopefully soon enough we're gonna publish the latest and greatest results on that. They're not public yet, so unfortunately I cannot give you all of those numbers, but we promise to get out with some good description on what we're doing there and what we're seeing. But overall, great benefits for the users.